Chapter 231, Laws of New Jersey, 1975. Notice of this meet, its date, time, and place have been posted on the board's official bulletin board and has been delivered to the Record and suburbanite newspapers, circulated in the district at least 48 hours prior to the time of this meeting. Can I please have a roll call, please?
Mrs. Jennifer Eisberg. Present. Mrs. Juliana Lee.
Here.
Mrs. Jennifer Mendoza.
Here.
Mr. Omar Pedroza.
Here.
Mrs. Kelly Wilson.
Here.
Mr. Michael Sprague.
Present.
Mrs. Heather Garcia.
Here. Can we have a flag salute, please?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we don't have any correspondences or informational attachments, correct? Matt? Okay, I'm gonna go into the superintendent's report.
Thank you. I just first want to say our students went on our class trips over the past several weeks. We're really proud of their behavior. It gives our students an opportunity to build bonds with our faculty, staff, and our administration, and we couldn't be more proud of how they handled themselves. Yesterday we had our field day here at NPS. We were able to brave the weather a little bit. We were happy that we were fortunate to get that in. Particularly with what this morning looked like, which was our makeup day. Students really gave us tremendous feedback. They were super positive about all of the events. We thank our faculty and staff for all the work they did during those programs. We are appreciative of our PTO for their contribution and their support during the field day event. I also want to mention that we have a few retirees today that are going to be on our agenda. First, I would say Mrs. Renas, who has been our librarian here for 19 years. The tremendous relationships that she's built with students and staff has been remarkable. She has been dedicated and committed to Norwood Public Schools, and we wish her well in her retirement. Ms. Conley, after 10 years of being a paraprofessional here, we know the tremendous work that goes into that position, what that means to our individual students who receive support from our paraprofessionals. It really is it's so impactful to their lives and to their success here at our school. And she is, exemplary in the work that she does. Her care, her passion for kids is immeasurable, and we're really wishing her well as well. Ms. Kiss, after 31 years, I think Ms. Kiss is like an icon, here. It's any time in the morning that I get a chance, or any of us, I'm sure, to walk by that classroom and poke your head in there. It's so energizing and uplifting. Ms. Kiss is a wonderful teacher. She's a teacher that everyone wants to have for their kid. She's just such a major piece to this school, and she'll be surely missed. On another note, I want to congratulate Ms. Lauren Fleeg, who is our Governor's Educator of the Year. First, we'll give her a round of applause. Ms. Fleeg is as modest and humble a person as you could ever meet. She is a wonderful, wonderful teacher who brings it every single day. We see it in everything that she do, that she has such trust from the faculty and staff. People really turn to her to lead. She's taken on leadership roles with us this school year. She's and throughout her career, I've come to know her really well this school year. You go to Ms. Fleeg for anything, and she runs with it. She's taken our MTSS program, in partnership with other staff members to another level. Just a wonderful teacher, wonderful person. Couldn't find somebody more deserving than that. She's an avid reader, and really has a passion and love for the work that she does. So congratulations, Ms. Fleeg. You're very deserving of this, and I think your colleagues have put together a little video clip for you that we want to share with everybody right now. Absolutely.
Ms. Blake, we appreciate you so much and all that you do for all of us and for all of our students.
We appreciate you, Ms. Blake.
We appreciate you, Ms. Blake. We appreciate you, Ms. Blake.
We appreciate you, Ms. Blake.
We appreciate you, Ms. Blake.
You are amazing.
I love Miss Blake because she helps us stay positive throughout the whole process.
Virtually bringing us to
Thank you, Miss Blake, for coming to support guidance.
Thank you, Ms. Blake, for coming to this with us.
Miss Blake is the best teacher, and she's always laughing at my jokes, and she's always helping me through hard times.
Miss Blake is one of the best teachers in Norwood. She creates strong connections with her students by instilling in them the knowledge and work ethic that they appreciate and utilize for years to come. She is a shoulder to cry on, a rock to lean on, and a sounding board for new ideas for both students and teachers. She is more than a colleague. She has become one of my best friends outside of the classroom too. We spend so much time together that the students insist we are related in some way, and I guess that has become a true statement after all these years. I couldn't imagine anyone more deserving of this honor than her. Congrats, Bessie.
Ms. Blake, congratulations. I'm going to present you with this plaque. And this is also hung out on our hallway display, and your name's been added to it. Ms. Blake, congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations again. That concludes our superintendent report.
Let's go on to committee reports. Did we have anything, we didn't have any curriculum, did we? No? Personnel? Building, grounds, no, right?
No.
Finance? No. We did communicate on finance though via email regarding a camp fees for rent. I don't know if we've included that at this point. It's on the agenda tonight, so that's taken care of. We didn't have an official meeting with correspondence through emails. But that is on the agenda for tonight for Smarter Camp. And then policy?
No.
Special ed?
No.
Okay. I'm going to open to the public for on and off agenda items. Any member of the public wishing to comment, please state your name and address and also sign the paper or put your information on the paper up there by Chris. Public comment is limited to 5 minutes and you must be present. Can I have a motion to open to the public? Second. Okay, we are open to the public for anybody wishing to comment. Going once, going twice. Wow, really? Okay. I'll make a motion to close the public. Second. Okay, well, we can take one or the other, that's fine. All right, can I have approval of the minutes, please? Can I have a motion to approve the minutes for May 19th and May 27th for executive and regular session? Motion? Second. Second. Any questions on the minutes? Can I have a roll call, please?
Mrs. Eisberg?
Yes.
Mrs. Lee?
Yes.
Mrs. Mendoza?
Yeah.
Mr. Pedraza?
Yes.
Mrs. Wilson?
I just have to abstain on the executive meeting minutes, so if it's easier for me to abstain on that whole
For
thing.
both or for one?
Just for the 27th.
And yes to everything else? Mr. Sprague?
Yes.
Mrs. Garcia?
Yes. All right, can we go on to administrative items?
Certainly. Administrative item number 1 is our required school security drill. Administrative 2 is approval of HIV investigations. Item number 3 is approval of our policies and regulations, second reading. Item number 4 is approval of our comprehensive equity plan. That concludes our administrative items.
Okay, can I have a motion to approve administrative items 1 through 4? Can I have a second?
Second.
Anybody have any questions on administrative items 1 through 4? Can I have a roll call, please?
Mrs. Eisberg?
Yes.
Mrs. Lee?
Yes.
Mrs. Mendoza?
Yes, but I'd like to abstain on number 4.
Mr. Pedraza?
Yes.
Mrs. Wilson?
Yes, I have to abstain on H2 and H4.
H2 and what? 4.
Mr. Sprague?
Yes.
Mrs. Garcia?
Yes, but I also am going to abstain on number 4. Okay. Can we go through personnel?
Sure. Personnel item number 1 is approval of the retirement of Ms. Kiss. Item number 2 is the retirement of Ms. Conley. Item number 3 is the retirement of Ms. Remus. We wish all 3 well. Item number 4 was intentionally deleted. Item number 5 is the approval of the appointment of our STEM teacher. Item number 6 is approval of the NEA affiliated staff and salaries. Item number 7 is approval of the school secretary. Item number 8 is approval of unaffiliated staff members and salaries. Item number 9 is the approval of the renewal of custodial and maintenance staff and salaries. Item number 10 is the approval of the renewal of part-time custodial staff and maintenance at hourly rate. Item number 11 is the approval of the resignation of a paraprofessional. We wish her well. Item number 12 is the resignation of a second paraprofessional. We wish her well as well. Item number 13 is the approval of the appointment of a 1/6 coverage for Mrs. Jean Paglia, supporting our classes. Item number 14 is the appointment of a summer custodial help. Item number 15 is the approval of the appointment of summer curricular work by teachers. Item number 16 is an intentional deletion. Item number 17 is the approval of lunch aids. Item number 18 is the approval of paraprofessional. Item number 19 is the post-approval of an unpaid leave. Item number 20 is the approval of the submission of a school business administrator contract to the Bergen County Executive Superintendent. Item number 21 is the resignation of Ms. Fitzpatrick. We wish her well. Item number 22 is the approval of the appointment of preschool teacher. Item number 23 is the approval of the appointment of ESY paraprofessional. Item number 24 is the vote. That concludes our personnel items.
Okay, so let's start with, can I have a motion to approve personnel items 1 through 23? Second. Okay, just to note to the public, anything that was intentionally deleted was just taken off of this agenda, needed to be discussed further with the board, and then will be put on the following agenda. But it was on the original agenda that went out, and then things arised and we needed to discuss it more. So just so everybody knows what that means. Okay, now, does any board members have any questions regarding personnel items 1 through 23?
I have a quick question about the summer curriculum work. Just out of curiosity, not because it's necessarily a good or a bad thing, but just how come there's, most have 5 hours, there's a few that have more than that, one has significantly more? Is there a reason, like are they writing a brand new curriculum or?
So the teachers are largely going to be working on making connections between, resources and curriculum and how they're going to be used and tying those things together. But the disparity in the amount of hours is those individuals will be doing leadership of that as opposed to work.
Are there new resources or new, like,
Well, we've done,
curriculum?
yeah, we've done a tremendous amount of work in terms of, differentiation and we have new programs that are coming into this school. We've done a lot of work with MTSS and trying to support students differently. It's just been a ton of work this school year with that, and now finding the time this summer to be able to work to best utilize our resources that we have. It's going to consume a lot of time and effort from our teachers who have been excited and doing a lot of work in that area and have done a great job.
Great, thanks.
Okay, sorry. Anybody have any other questions? Okay. I just have a question. For number 20, which is the SBA's contract, that wasn't on board docs, right? For the board to review even though we're submitting it. I know it's for the submission and we're not solidifying the contract.
Yeah, is that what we're done?
Okay, well, that's probably not one board member as a secondary. So I don't know what we're gonna do with that. We vote. Board president or vice president usually sees those types of contract. You guys set them together, but we usually see the contract before we even submit, and then it comes back, and then the whole board sees everything with the final revision from the county, and then we pass it. That's we haven't submitted. So now what do I do? Because I haven't read it. And
It's not going to be approved by the board until. I understand what you're saying.
But you're submitting it to the county, so we're saying it's okay as is if the county approves it as is.
So do you want me to send you, I'll put it in Word docs as soon as this is over?
We'll tell the county to hold. I'll call.
Well, I haven't sent,
No, hold on.
this gets sent to the county.
Stay now, back out executive and vote and offer it, like, if anyone wants to hear it, that's fine, but at least you have a chance to look at it and then come back out of executive into open session and then vote.
But we have to go back into executive anyways, but then we'd be taking action after.
And we didn't advertise for that, so that,
Well, we can, technically, you can.
so that might be the way around it.
Because you need to
Someone
submit
wants
it,
see
right?
Yes.
Submit it, yeah.
Like, what's your thoughts?
Well, yeah, I mean, I
The
don't
very
even know,
least, we should.
I don't even know which candidate was chosen, which I thought was kind of odd. But in any event, yeah, I definitely think we need to see the contract. I presume it includes salary information. But I think we should see the contract. We could approve it, I suppose, contingent on president and or vice president reviewing the contract within a certain period of time, and give it the okay, if the board wants to do that. Or we could just look at it in executive session and then come back and vote on it later on.
What does the board think?
I think the first one might be better because it gives you more of a chance to actually look at it as opposed to trying to knock it out in executive session.
Okay, that's fine. All right, because then if there's changes, obviously you're not going to do this in executive. So then for number, okay. I'm going to redo my motion. Okay. So I'm going to make a motion to approve items 1 through 19 and then 21 through 23. And I'm going to make a separate motion on number 20 to be approved contingent on the president / vice president seeing the contract and being okay with its submission to the county. Now, for those two motions, can I have a motion on that? I know. When I said it, I was like, that was funny. Anyway,
I'll move.
can I have a second?
I'll second it. She moved, I second.
Okay, so Mendoza and Iceberg. On those two motions, we're just gonna take them off. Okay. With that being said, does anybody else have any questions? Okay, can I have a roll call, please? 'Cause I don't know what just happened.
Mrs. Iceberg? So I vote yes, except I'm going to abstain from number 3 because I worked with Michelle Reynes closely as a school librarian within the Norwood Valley. And I just want to say that she's an incredible educator and she'll be sorely missed, I'm sure, with the staff and the students here, but she's also going to be missed by the librarians. So I'm going to abstain from number 3. I'm also going to abstain from number 21, which is Victoria Fitzpatrick's resignation, because I'm also a G&T teacher and I work closely with her. And she's also a fantastic teacher and I'm very sad to see her go.
Mrs. Lake?
Yes.
Mrs. Mendoza?
Yes.
Mr. Pedraza?
Yes, but I'm going to abstain from number 17.
Which is what?
Promotions?
Mrs. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Sprague?
Yes.
Mrs. Garcia?
Yeah. Okay, can we go on to curriculum?
Item number 1 is field trips. Curriculum item number 2. Yep, that's it.
Okay,
That concludes our curriculum.
there you go. Can I have a motion to approve curriculum items 1? Second. Any questions? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Iceberg?
Yes.
Mrs. Lee?
Yes.
Mrs. Mendoza?
Yes.
Mr. Pedraza?
Yes.
Mrs. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Sprague?
Yes.
Mrs. Garcia?
Yes. Okay, can we move on to finance?
Sure. So the first 3 items are reserved for the future, which is our standard monthly reconciliations that aren't ready yet. Resolution number 4 is a certification that we implemented the cap for the 23-24 audit, which was one item and readily, easily implemented. Number 5 is transfer of year-end balance into maintenance reserve and cap reserve. It's just the excess after the audit. Number 6 is Bergen County Special Services contract required for in-district students. Number 7 is ESY contract, again with Bergen County Special Services for an out-of-district student. Number 8 is a parent transportation contract at the IRS reimbursement rate. Number 9 is a site license with Curriculum Associates for iReady, and this is really so the district is in line to handle the new 25-26 mandate for an approved screener biannually of all students. It'll help with data collection, all of that, including assessment. Number 10 is a non-resident student. This was someone that had lived in district, moved out, wanted to complete the school year, so they paid tuition. Number 11 is a renewal of our payroll services. We did that out of district this year as a contract. It's just renewal of that. It's the same hourly rate. Number 12 is the student scholarships for this year. Number 13 is Chapter 47. It's a requirement from the state every year. It's been in place for about the last 10 or 15 years. Number 14 is renewal of our work order system. It's for the technology and the maintenance system. It's a 1-year renewal. It's actually slightly lower than what we paid this year. Number 15 is, so we do the fixed asset inventory report for this school year. It's a requirement of the audit. Number 16 is the summer camp lease that Mrs. Garcia referenced earlier. Number 17 is just a standard rec use of our facilities, and that is all of the finance items.
Okay, so can I have a motion to approve finance items 1 through 17? Second. Okay, does anybody have any questions on finance items 1 through 17?
I just for number 16, the Smarter Learning Summer Camp, I know that they do lease the building space. Is the outdoor field a new addition, or have they
No.
always?
It's shared with rec.
Okay.
And it's always been on a shared basis.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
I also have a question for 16. What was the fee for that last year?
So the fee last year, they also had a couple extra classrooms, but it was $20,000.
Yeah, it was a hard negotiation on that, just so we're clear.
I have a question regarding the iReady. Cheryl
Yes.
mentioned it's biannual. Are you going to do it from the beginning and end, or are you going to do all 3 of the diagnostic assessments, beginning, middle, and end?
All right, I'm not sure about that right now.
Okay.
iReady doing that?
Yes. And then are you also using the component of iReady, not just for the diagnostic, but for teachers can assign particular lessons and students do like practice so that they can go back to skills that maybe they haven't mastered from earlier on? Because what it does is it individualizes for every single student.
Yeah, I don't,
A learning path.
I don't know if that's the extent to which we're going to use it, but I'll get back to that.
Okay. I just have a quick question for number 7. I'm sorry, did anybody else have questions? Does, for number 7, they're not a district placement, I understand, or they're out of district. Right, they're in a placement. That's why we're doing it Bergen County in August. So that's why we're using Bergen County for it. Not Region 3. Wait, would Region 3 give us those services? I'm asking. I guess my question is, would Region 3 give us those services since we're part of that and could save money on that, or do we have to go through the Bergen County Special Service?
Really at the end of this month.
What?
The number 6?
No, 7.
Sorry.
I was like, wait a second, I saw August. Now I'm like rereading, like, hold on.
I don't know the answer to that question because it was recommended from the child study team to do it with Bergen County Social Services. So it could be a situation that Region 3 didn't have the available people to do it.
I was just
It could be
wondering.
a situation that this is who the student has used in the past and there's a relationship there. So
I was just trying to understand.
But I can reach out and try to get more information on that.
That's fine, it's gonna be, I mean, I'm assuming it gets passed today, I guess. That's part of trust the child, so if you don't know. Okay, any other questions? Okay, can I get a, roll call?
Mrs. Eisner?
Yes.
Mrs. Lee?
Yes.
Mrs. Mendoza?
Yes.
Mr. Pedraza?
Yes, but we'll abstain from 17.
Mrs. Wilson?
Yes.
Mr. Sprague?
Yes.
Mrs. Garcia?
Yes. All right, does any board members have any old or new business?
have a few things. On May 29th, I did attend the county meeting, the last county meeting of the year, where the Bergen County Teacher of the Year, special ed teacher from Ramsey, was honored. And they also had a video for her as well, which was pretty cute. Her kids were the ones who were the star of that video. It was very nice. On the 30th, I attended virtually a spring conference on various different topics. Last Friday, I think it was the 6th or 7th, I attended a seminar, all-day seminar on artificial intelligence. And I would again suggest to the board that it's something that we really need to start looking at in terms of usage by our administration staff. Thank you. That's all I have.
Okay, anybody else? Okay, so I have a few things. Our CSA evaluations have been emailed to everybody. We need to call school board for new homework because I don't think you can do it. But everybody else needs to do it, and we need to do it quickly because it needs to be done by June 30th. So I won't name names of whose house that I was like standing on for them to open it. We won't go into that, but we won't. I didn't know it was you. I just called you a lot of times, but I'm just saying that does have to be done. So we really need to like look at that and do the assessment, so I don't have to chase.
Sorry, it's in spam. I just checked my spam.
Also, check your spam. Also, Matt Lee is no longer at school boards, who's our representative. You all should have gotten an email from the new person. So should you have any issues with school boards, it should be an email in there, absolutely.
Heather, did Matt Lee send the email about the?
I think it's an automatic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it had his name on it. But it had his name on it. But shortly after that, we got another email saying Matt Lee's no longer with school boards. So there was somebody filling in for him. I forgot the woman's name, but should we need anything, that's who we need to contact. If you have any issues with the CSA evaluation getting into it, because I know there's been some years where people are having issues with it, you need to reach out to school boards. I can forward everybody the email just so you guys have the names. And also, I'm waiting for them to upload all the videos. I went to I think Mike said he was in it too, but I went to the virtual seminars for school boards a couple weeks ago. It was an all-day event from 9 to 3, but it was all virtual. And they said that all the videos are going to be put into a collection for everyone to review for a couple months. There was some really good information about special education, negotiations, everything like that I think the board would really benefit from reviewing. So I'll see that if I can get you guys those videos also. But they were very interesting. I think that's it.
All right, so if we work backwards, right, we would have to go over the evaluation with Tim at our next meeting.
Yes.
So that, and then before we get to that, we as a board have to meet about it.
Correct.
And before we get to that, school boards has to get everybody's submissions and kind of collate it. So I think that we probably need to get this done by like the end of this week.
Yeah, so in fairness to me, I was on Tim. Tim told me other superintendents aren't even done yet, just so we put that out there. But no, we have to get it done. The information coming together electronically is pretty quick. We get it within 24 hours. At least I have those reports within 24 hours. Then the big part is going to be us meeting as a board. You're going to have a special meeting at some point. And then after that, putting the forms together that I have to put together, the whole report, and then giving it to Tim and discussing it with him while all of us are here, which will be at the next meeting hopefully, because that's the best time probably to do it. And then Tim has to sign it by June 30th and in his file. So we have to get moving on it quickly. So I guess we could figure out what is a good day for everybody, and then we can notice a meeting, but we're gonna have to have a special meeting for us to all meet. But Mike is right, we probably have to get it done by the end of this week, no later than the weekend, and push forward from there.
Meeting next week.
The 16th.
Monday is the 16th?
Our next meeting's the 24th?
Yes.
Is everybody, okay, what's everyone's availability next week?
There's some dinner dance stuff. There's an 8th grade dinner dance or something.
We don't need you, you're not allowed. Sorry. You're the one person who's not needed in that
Thank you.
one. Jen, Cal,
Can't do the 18th or the 19th.
I could do Monday.
I could do Monday.
I can't do Monday, I can do Tuesday, 17th.
I could do Tuesday.
Do you want to have it at the same time as the Board of Ed meeting? That work? What about you, Jen?
Tuesday.
Omar can't attend this.
Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday the 7th.
I'm not available that month. I'll be away this.
Stuff or not? Yes.
So, we might either today's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday,
Yeah, I'll leave it on Tuesday morning. That was,
or Monday.
Okay. So then I guess the other thing would be we could, wait a second, before I say that, no, because I'm at that leadership conference all day. And you could technically do the evening on the 23rd, me and Mike will be at the leadership conference, so.
It's graduation.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so back up to the 16th. I can do the 16th. Julie, you can't.
At no time.
And Mike, you're out till Saturday.
yeah, the Tuesday.
What about Friday the 13th? I'm not even joking.
I can't the 13th.
Okay.
After 5.
Tomorrow.
We are.
Have you done this already?
I can't, I have a business, no, I have a business meeting.
It's on my agenda.
Okay.
I could do it really late, like
What, Monday?
7:30 or 8.
On Monday?
Yes.
We could do that. We could do 7:30. Why don't we do 7:30? Wait, can you make it on Monday?
Night.
How long does? Well, if everybody gets their stuff in and that we have to go through 2 reports, two sets of goals, essentially. I mean, unless everyone has a ton of input, an hour or so, maybe more.
Okay.
Some years have been crazier than others. Hour and a half. 7:30? So 7:30 on a Monday?
On the 16th.
I'll bring snacks, promise. All right, so
So Monday, the 16th, 7:30, open in public, go directly into it.
executive. And the only person who can't be here, well, who should not be here is Omar and Tim. The rest of us.
Can we do this at 8 o'clock? That'd be awesome.
Okay.
8 words. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Good to have. Okay. Wait. All right, so now I'd like to make a motion to adjourn to executive session to discuss matters of contracts and employee, well, not just contracts, personnel, and no action will be taken after the board meeting.
Hey,
No,
actually, I was
no, we're not.
no, we're gonna.
The CSA one, we made that motion
Oh, right, like you said.
to discuss it at a. Okay, see? Come on, you guys are just throwing me today. Yeah. Okay, no action will be taken after. Can I have a motion to adjourn to executive session at 7:57? Second.
Second.
All right, we're adjourned. You just. That's right.